Hello, Marvelites. You're watching Marvel's The Pull List. I'm Ryan, aka Agent M.
And I'm Tucker.
And every week, we read all the Marvel comics that come out, and we pick a couple, we find a theme, we tell you why we're hyped about them. That's what the show's all about. Tucker, what are we talking about this week?
This week, it is Death and Rebirth. And look, there's a Rebirth that's been cooking for a long time now.
Stirring it in that pot.
And it is getting so close to being here. It's Wolverine, of course, and we're starting with Hunt for Wolverine Dead Ends #1. We had 4 limited series in the Hunt for Wolverine bigger story arc, and they each kind of told different characters' perspectives and relationships to the character. That all collapses down into one really beautiful synthesized story here. It's kind of dark, mysterious, it's all the right things, and we get a little taste. We get a little taste of the guy.
And how about them hot claws?
The hot claws, we get a little taste of the hot claws as well. It is so exciting, and I can't wait for the return of Wolverine.
Yes. So from Wolverine, we go to Jessica Jones #2. This is the second issue from our Marvel Digital Originals line. Is there death? You better believe it. Is there rebirth? You better believe it. Jessica Jones and Elsa both died in the previous issues. They're back. They're a character who is probably a bigger deal than Jessica, dies in this issue.
Wow.
Is there rebirth? We'll see. On top of that, we have this wonderful scene with Jessica and Elsa. They're fighting sea monsters, but there's this cool panel of Elsa jumping midair. She's just kicked the heads off of 2 sea monsters, and there's green sea monster blood following her feet. It is one of the coolest, most dynamic panels this year.
So, we have an incredible all-star art team on Jessica Jones, and look, we have another one on Runaways. And this is Runaways #12. Chris Anka is the artist, and he teams up with colorist Matt Wilson, and look, they're just at the top of their games. I just want to shout this cover out by Chris Anka in particular. It is unbelievable. The colors, everything about it. I want a poster of this, and when you open it up, it's more of the same on the inside. It adds up. The art, it just has this incredible symbiosis with the narrative because it just makes such a romantic, kind of beautiful story that just feels so specific to this team.
Gosh, the art on this book, I think it may be my favorite looking book of the year. And while the Runaways, great for Death and Rebirth, I would say the X-Men are the premier team to talk about when you're talking about Death and Rebirth. We've got X-Men Grand Design, Second Genesis #2, Ed Piskor doing everything. Writing, drawing, lettering, coloring, like everything. And this one really picks up right after the death of Jean Grey. So the Dark Phoenix saga had gone down, and there's the idea of a Phoenix will rise again. That rebirth is imminent. You've got the Morlocks in here, you've got Storm doing all kinds of cool stuff. And for an X-Man, for any mutant really, losing your powers is like death. And Storm at this period in the X-Men's history lost her powers, and so she's devastated. We know though that Rebirth is ahead because she has her powers now. And so it all works out for Storm. It's gonna all work out for everybody if you listen to Marvel's The Pull List on Marvel.com or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be back with another episode next week. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tucker.
This is Marvel,
Your universe.